But anyway, he really wanted to come up and cry because I wasn't talking about his specific pet project. So he's the kind of people that make socialists and leftists look bad, by the way. Just saying. Also, somebody said the nose ring tells me everything you need to know. This isn't a nose ring. This is an injury I got from a surgery 2 weeks ago. Like, this is an injury that, like, I didn't choose. It's not a nose ring. It's skin that was ripped off of my nose. So thanks for being a dick, I guess. Like, from Optimus Rhymes with the $2, typical Hazan Piker fanboy. Yeah, plausibly. Yeah. And from Kerry Yost with the $5, I disagree with what you're about to say, Blitz. Yeah, he did. He did. He was very, very upset with what I was about to say without actually letting me say it. Oh, wait a minute. Where's the... Sorry, I just want to make sure I have something pulled up so then I can add it to my debate notes later. Okay, let's bring up our next guest. Let's talk to Candlebox. Candlebox, how's it going?
Hey.
Candlebox, you there?
Hello? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Candlebox. Would you call yourself MAGA?
Yeah.
Okay. Candlebox, I hope you don't mind. First of all, there's some background noise. Would you be able to move to somewhere slower or move to somewhere quieter or do something about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was asking you to do something. Like, could you, like, I don't know, are you driving right now? Are you currently in a wind tunnel?
I'm a passenger right now.
You're a passenger. Could you tell the driver to say hello?
Hello?
That sounded like you.
I just have a quick question. I have a... Like,
gotta let him go.
Quick,
we gotta let him go. Bro just said hello. All right, let's talk to Oreg or Orem. Let's talk to Orem. That's his name. Orem, how's it going?
You are looking in?
Yeah, although you're pretty hard to understand.
Probably because I'm using AirPods, but it's fine.
Okay. So Orem, would you call yourself MAGA?
No.
Okay. Why'd you want to come up and talk then?
I was gonna ask something for like, what are you using like, crap. What are you using graphene and nano vape or whatever be good for a spacecraft?
What?
What are you using graphene and nanovate be good for a spacecraft?
I don't know. That's a random question. What? Nick, how's it going?
Hey, Dr. Lewis, nice to meet you.
Likewise. Nick, before we start, Nick, would you call yourself MAGA?
I would say I'm like centrist, but leaning towards right for sure.
Okay, and are you based in the United States?
I have like how do I explain this? I don't know how. Sorry, my first language is not English. I have like not citizenship, but something where I go to America and I also live in a different country. If that's okay.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. So you would say that you are a centrist and you lean right?
Yeah. Could you please bring me up with Discord? I'm already in the guest waiting list. I have a better mic quality as well there, if that's okay with you.
Okay, yeah, what's your name on Discord?
My name is Sectos, and I'm deafened currently. I'm in the guest waiting list.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Of course.
Let me disconnect here. Yeah, can you hear me, please?
I can. Give me an audio check, will you?
Wait, sorry, let me turn off your stream on my phone. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can, and it seems like the audio seems like it's good volume as well. So, great. Glad you're here, Nick. So, Nick, you said that you would call yourself centrist. You're leaning right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I do have a few questions that I just want to ask before we get started. They're simple yes/no questions, or you can say that you're unsure. So, would you say that if climate change exists, would you say that humans are the main cause of climate change?
Yeah, definitely. I believe in climate change.
Okay. Would you say that the vaccines that we typically administer to infants, these would be like
Yes,
the
yes.
MMR, you'd say that these are safe and
are,
effective? Okay.
Yeah, they are.
And would you say that humans evolved from non-human ancestors?
Yes, I can also mention I'm an atheist, so like.
Okay,
Yeah,
look, I'm just trying to get polling data, not polling data perhaps,
sure.
but okay, so you say that you're a centrist leaning right, and so would you say that MAGA is anti-science, pro-science, or is neutral?
Most people I talk to, essentially I would say neutral because most people just generally have not looked into data, just make claims, but once they do, either they get mad or they sometimes do realize they're wrong and change their belief to an extent at least.
So, okay, so your view is that it's roughly neutral.
Yeah.
For some reason, you're fairly quiet on.
Oh, how about now?
You're quiet on disc. Or yeah. Try again.
Yeah, is this better?
Hopefully. The audio looks like it's fine on TikTok. I can hear you all right, but okay, that is better. Yeah. Okay. So. If I could provide you with pieces of data, with policy proposals by MAGA, say MAGA leaders, that is best explained by those MAGA leaders being anti-science, would you change your view on this?
Yeah, probably. But could I just wanted to debate on certain two topics, if that's okay with you. If not, then I think.
Well, I mean, the topic is broadly about MAGA being anti-science, and so it seems like.
And I would like.
So is there a particular point that you think is relevant for that conversation?
So there's two topics I'm really interested in would be like race and ethnicity you were talking about, and also trans issues. I'm okay with whichever you prefer.
Yeah, so as far as, I don't really care a whole lot about race and ethnicity, so that's why I don't really know a lot about it. I don't have the data to support it. But as far as the trans community and the trans identity is concerned, you would recognize that that the majority of psychologists, the majority of neurologists, the majority of physicians agree that the trans identity is real and that gender is not something that is identical to sex, right?
Let me really quickly explain my view on it. We might not disagree, and if we don't, I'm gonna just disconnect, and I'm just gonna apologize for taking up your time.
That's fine.
So my view is that I am okay with transgender people. I think transition should be okay for anyone that wants to do it, except for underage people. That's where I might contend you on about, because I don't think underage kids should be able to transition at all.
So would it be your view that suppose, and here I'm just giving a hypothetical, suppose for a moment that the data came out, and indeed it was the case that, say, early teenager beginning transitions amongst early teenagers had long-term beneficial effects on those teenagers.
No, I know.
Would you?
This study.
I'm not saying that such a study exists. I'm just asking if the data was pointing in this direction, that transitioning, that a trans person transitioning, say, when they're 15 rather than when they're 18, would you say if that was beneficial, would you change your view that it's it's okay for a 15-year-old to begin to transition?
So I would update my view on the fact that it would be easier to transition for sure. But where I essentially struggle with is that I think, can I give you premise argument essentially? I don't really have it written up, but if it's okay with you. So it would be something like transitioning could be a life-changing decision. We don't. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm getting a call. Let me just answer for a second. I'm so sorry for this.
That's fine.
Could you give me 1 second?
Yeah. Go ahead. I sometimes have to take calls in the middle just because things come up sometimes, so I totally understand it. I'm not going to hold it against them. In the meantime, we have some super chats to read. In particular, we actually have one. We won't read super chats, but we will acknowledge a Cash App from Jeremy with the $100. Thank you so much, Jeremy. The Cash App was sent for floor sweeping that last guest, and that was the guest that was obviously racist and obviously low IQ. Thank you so much, Jeremy. That is very, very generous of you, and I appreciate you. Support has ended for that. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm just double checking some things while we're waiting. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, is Miles still arguing in the comments? I'm surprised he's still here. Most people, after they get kicked off, are generally run away.
Sorry for the wait.
Welcome back.
Here. Sorry for the wait.
No, you're totally
wait.
fine. So you're making an argument. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think transitioning is a life-changing event.
Sure.
I'm not necessarily saying it's bad or good. I'm just saying it's life-changing.
Sure.
Then the premise would be that the teenagers and kids do not have the capacity to make life-changing decisions. Like, for example, we don't allow kids to get, let's say, tattoos because it's really hard to remove them. Or let's say we don't give out driver's license to kids and really young teenagers because they might be putting themselves in danger.
Wait, we do give teenagers driver's
like
license.
16, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, I mean, like 14 would be also considered teenager, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
For example. Yeah, that's what I mean. And I think that making such a life-changing decision, such transitioning, is not possible for someone who is underage. And for someone else to make a life-changing decision for you, I don't think that's right as well, because it would depend who it is, if they have right, essentially, education. And that's essentially the argument. Sorry, it's not really well.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So, are you familiar with rhinoplasties? Do you know what a rhinoplasty is?
Is it something with to do with the nose?
Yeah, it's plastic surgery to basically like make your nose cuter or make your nose.
Yeah.
So, at least in the United States, you can, if like as a teenager, as long as you have parental consent, you can get these. You can get these at like 15 or 16 years old. Would you say that should also be forbidden?
The thing I would say the difference is that rhinoplasty would only be visual change, right? While fully transitioning would not just be essentially phenotype change visually, but also hormonally changing yourself. And I think
hormonal changes are much easier to reverse, and so they don't have to be permanent life-changing decisions, right?
I mean, I don't know how. I'm sorry. I know it's reversible. I don't know how easy it is to reverse, though.
I mean, it's like you should probably like if you were going to reverse it, if you were certain that you were going to reverse it, you'd probably be better off not doing it. But like as far as either blocking puberty goes or starting to transition and then detransitioning as far as hormones go, that's fairly straightforward. Right.
I see.
So at least if you stop early enough in the process, like if you go through an entire, like if you're a male and you go through an entirely female puberty, then like obviously your body will change in certain ways that you will have a hard time changing without perhaps surgery, like you'll grow breasts, for example.
Yeah.
But like that's not the same as like some permanent thing that can't be undone.